Guten Morgen. Go on dying. Come on. Good morning. Well, it's nice to be back. First to say, like, dat is, ik maak een concert voor Livehouse in Stemwede. Aber wir haben das entschieden, wegen, ich kann sehen, an den Anmeldungen sind viele unterschiedliche Länder, das sind angemeldet. So, wir haben entschieden, das auf Englisch, mein Quatsch auf Englisch zu machen. Sorry. Aber, yeah, good morning. I decided to speak English today, even though I'm playing for Livehouse in Stemwede and a German concert house. Yeah, go from one place, one song to another, and yeah, see what happens. You got a rough plan what to play. I'm gonna start with a little song that it's called "Travel Back in Time." And the melody came to me the morning. One morning I woke up and opened the radio up, and the first thing I heard, it was like Leonard Cohen is dead. So like right away came out like melody, like a teeth thing, and I sang it into my handy and sent it with WhatsApp to Franziska Günther, and she sent me a text right away. And the text is about my grandparents' house in Cuttery in Iceland. You know, about this coming to grandparents, and it's a safe place, and the place where my grandparents lived in Cuttery is like, came in, it was a big room, and then there was a door open to another room, and the window was there, so the light came through the whole thing against one, and there was all this blue light because of my grandfather smoked cigars. It was like thick smoke of cigar smoke, and it was like really nice to come in as a kid. I loved it. And there was this radio, like very low in the background, and then this clock, like, tick, tack, tick. It was tranquility in this place, and this clock, like, it just rang every now and then. Ding. First came this like when the motor in the clock, old clock, wind up, and like ding or ding ding. Had nothing to do with the time. It just came and went as it went. Sometimes once, sometimes 10 times, sometimes 6 times. It had nothing to do with the time of the day. It's like it had its own will. And this clock ended by me after like my grandparents left this world. And I thought, like, I sent it up to Norway, to my little sister, Tante Vala, because of Svala, actually. And she's got it now, and it would be nice to have a picture of that Svala, that clock. You can always post here. But the clock keeps on going, like, ringing, like when it feels like it. Nothing to do with the time, not with Norwegian time or Icelandic time. Anyway, this is a little bit a text from Francie after the story I told her. One more cup of coffee for a rush to the darkest city nights. Winding up your wooden walk clock, I travel back in time. You smoked your pipe and your clock would tick in timelessness. When the kids rumbled to your house on house sleds, you smiled. You told me to look at the better side of everything. You made us cookies and milk, and you gave us wings. And when you sang your rhymes and the old songs, you traveled back in time. A low sun shimmies through the window, and the father seagulls cry. Boats arriving on a harbor, you travel back in time. As the years roll by and your family grew, and your grandma passed that wooden wall clock on to you, she smiled. She told me to look at the better sides of everything. You made us cookies and milk, and you gave us wings, and when you sang your rhymes and the old songs, you traveled back in time. You told me to look at the better sides of everything. You made us cookies and milk, and you gave us wings, and when you sang your rhymes and the old songs, you traveled back in time. Travel back in time. And yeah, and now it's like I'm gonna play a couple of songs here tonight. It's too early for a musician. This thing, like I'm gonna play a little song here. I haven't played for years. It's a song from my first album with my own songs called Cuttery. Sometimes when you write songs, it's like you write about one thing and you realize later, and it's not so simple. It's about other things as well. I thought I was writing about wildcats in Reykjavik. But a woman I know, she sometimes opened the door, they opened the window in the flat when it was really stormy in central Reykjavik, and gave the cats, wildcats, gave the wildcats a chance to, like, you know, stay, get a shelter. And, you know, wrote a song about cats, okay. But I realized it was like, basically about her as well, called Cuttery. Kötturinn kemur og hváir á gluggann, úti vetur og kall. Leikurinn skrepast og klappast við, getur þó aldrei all. Heldur í hálrökkrinu hljóðlega slóðan, sem hann þekkir svo vel á eigin vegum, bónda og bráð sína blekkir. Svo mikil blíða, svo mikil heift, svo mikil nýtt og móður, svo mikil harka, svo mikil þögn, hann hefur það fyrir sig hljóður. Þau bindast víst aldrei endanlega, því það er á mikið í húfi. Fyrir það dýr sem í kettinum lifir, að öðrum það treyst og trúir. Svo mikil blíða, svo mikil heift, svo mikil nýtt og móður, svo mikil harka, svo mikil þögn, hann hefur það fyrir sig hljóður. Já, Kötturinn kemur og hváir á glugganum, úti vetur og kallt. Lætur sem klappast og kelast við, en gefur þó aldrei allt. En gefur þó aldrei allt. En gefur þó aldrei allt. Cuttery, wow, það er langt siden ég spila þetta lag. Naja, ég heyrði eitt lag fyrir gamla jamma minn frá 64. Eitt lag sem ég samdi í sumar með Franziska og ekki svo gleðilegu tilefni. Það var, now speaking Icelandic because I sang in Icelandic, sorry. Here's a little song I wrote this summer after a friend of mine, after a long life, passed away. It was a guy who put his mark on everybody who got to know him. His name was Hans Dornbus. I worked for him many years in Hotel Baltic Hotel in Cernavitz, Washington. And we watched a lot of football games together and talked about handball, and he knew everything about that. He's the only person in the German league that took a handball team from regional league up to Euro Cup final, basically. He took a handball team from, being a local team in Postcard, from nothing, up 5 leagues in 12 years or something like that. It says a lot about him. But he put a mark on people that went along with him through the years. There's a little song called These Are the Moments. We wrote this on Bornholm this summer, when we were thinking about Hans. Here's for him. Here's one for him. One cup of coffee, the storm has faded out, but the waves keep softly rolling on. And out there in the distance, a rock is standing proud. I will be there for many years to come. I remember the old lighthouse I sailed so often by, as generations did long before me. As the rock seas you've gone through and the dark clouds in the skies, the light was there all from all to see. The light was there for all to see. These are the moments, these are the scenes, those are the memories you left for us to keep. Those are the moments, these are the scenes, those are the memories you left for us to keep. Card players and fireworks in this big blue hotel. Handball player fiercely scoring goals. You're clearly landing comments about football game gone wrong. Here's my toast to the spirit of your soul. Here's one for the spirit of your soul. Those are the moments, these are the scenes, those are the memories left for us to keep. These are the moments, these are the scenes, those are the memories left for us to keep. Those are the moments, these are the scenes, those are the memories left for us to keep. Those are the memories left for us to keep. Those are the moments. Oh, my friend. Okay. I haven't played some more songs for a long time. Trying to see how it is looking here. Is this, who's there? Amodrita. Ute Hansen, Rolf Hansen, Hallo, Shaun and Co. Where's there? Who's there? Oh, yeah. I can see you there. I got my laptop here too. I try to keep an eye on you. Okay. Here's a little song. Somehow I don't play it too often. I don't know why. But a lot of people keep asking for it. It's called the Postcard. It's one of the texts that my friend Espen Langkniv, a good friend who's written a lot of text for me. Like I tell Espen some stories and he puts it in words so I can make a melody to it. And I got a lot of songs co-written with Espen. There's a little song. I think the first time Espen came with me to Iceland. We were on our way, driving up Westfjord, and somehow, I can imagine how it looked for a Dane. Driving up the Westfjord, there's nothing there. Like it's beautiful landscape and fjord after fjord, mountain after mountain to cross, and farm there, but most of them left. Empty farms, like nobody's living there anymore. And 200 kilometers between tank stations or towns or overall it's strange for a Dane, like when you never have more than 500 meters between hot dog stands, wherever you are. And anyway, we started talking about our generations, what we want and what our parents wanted or our grandparents took for good life. It's a different standard, different things that generation today wants from 3 generations ago. So things have improved for most people, I must say. And we started imagining when we drove past one townhouse, a farmhouse that all the couple is still living there, like on the last years of farming, because of the health is not so as it used to be. The kids are gone, they live in a big town, and the grandkids travel around the world and they come with the help in the summer, get hay in, and things like that. And we imagine the postman coming by dropping a postcard from the kids. They're traveling somewhere on the end of the world, and for the old ladies, not say the postcard, nice picture and everything, but the main thing is the postcard says the kids are okay, wherever they are. And the postman doesn't have time to stop because he had to go on to the next place, and she doesn't really understand why the hurry. And this generation, like my grandfather, grandparents, and even my mum, she I'm not the youngest, so they didn't really. There was not all kisses and hugs and I love you and all that. Like they showed emotions, but in a different way. And my mother showed. There was not much hugging and kissing, but the love was there, and it was expressed in forms in cakes or good football or something like that. For example, like, I think the first or second time I went around the world, like left Iceland for 9 months, I went to see my mother. And she had baked this tort, like, that she thought I liked. I liked it as a kid, but as a grown up, like, there was so much sugar there, like, you got a headache just watching it. And it was like her expression, like, I was leaving for months, and like, she baked this cake, and I ate like, you know, 1/3 of it before I left. And then I went, and those people are practical as well. Then I left around the world and came 9 months later back after being around the globe. And the bloody tort came on the table again, like it's been in a freezer, deep freezer here all the time. And that was her way of showing respect and love and everything. But there's a little song called The Postcard about this generation. I saw him come for a long, long time. The long, dusty road he had to climb. I was in the doorway when he came, and knowing I forgot his name. He dropped the car right out to the door. He had a postcard and nothing more. I asked him in, but he said no. He was busy and he had to go. I just got a car this morning from a place called Everglades. I don't know where it is, but I don't mind. It looks like a beautiful sight. It says they're alright. It says they are alright. I don't know why they go so far away. I don't know why they just can't stay. They roam around in some foreign land. There's so much that I don't understand. It's good to know that everyone is fine. It's not the picture, not the history line. I don't feel like I left behind, but I hope it didn't get mine. I just got a car this morning from a place called Everglades. I don't know where it is, but I don't mind. It looks like a beautiful sight. It says they're alright. It says they're alright. I just got a car this morning from a place called Everglades. I don't know where it is, but I don't mind. It looks like a beautiful sight. It says they're alright. It says they're alright. Við séum að forsetinn mættur á línuna. Hi, Mr. President. Hi, Björn Ingi. Everybody. I'm trying to like, happy Sunday, is that Björn Ingi? That's nice to see you there, pop up. Like I can see some of you here. But here's a little song. It's you know, have to play it. It's another text from Espen. I have to play to tease my friend Keith Hopcroft. This song is about a very actual thing, Brexit and football. It hurts every time I know Keith. This song came around 2016, a week before the Brexit elections. My friend Espen sent me a text about you know, bad day. Basically a bad day. It's called the Mind the Gap. This is from the underground in London, where, like, you know, doors open, mind the gap, parts have been locked. You know, be careful about the gap between the wagon and the platform. Black thing, the black hole. And I made melody to it, and the timing was perfect. Because like, I made the melody, I had a 1 week, like next week after I got this text, I was playing like 3 concerts with my friend Keith Hopcroft from England. He lives in Denmark, and he's not a Brexiter. It's not a Brexiter. And that was like the week after the Brexit election. And on a Saturday I made the song ready. And on Saturday, Sunday was the Brexit thing, and we all know how that went. Bad day. And when I met my friend, the Englander, on a Wednesday, even a better thing like to rub in was like Tuesday evening before. There was a football game about, you know, Iceland, England. We all know how that went. And it still hurts. Ha! That's a little song. Mind the Gap, it's called. Some days seem just crazy, so God tastes so salt. Everything is upside down, though it's not your fault. The coffee is too cold, and 1 and 1 is 3. And the one you used to think was fun is no good company. You just keep on going on your way. The door is always open night and day. You just keep on going, though the skies are grey. You can walk right out, but hear them say, aha, mind the gap, rolling mid, aha, mind the gap. Running all in circles, round and round it goes. Something new will happen, I guess only heaven knows. I've seen the same old places, I've seen it all before. You need a change, but you just feel like walking out the door. You just keep on going on your way. The door is always open night and day. You just keep on going, though the skies are grey. You can walk right out, but hear them say, aha. Mind the gap. Aha. Mind the gap. You just keep on going on your way. The door is always open night and day. You just keep on going, though the skies are grey. You can walk right out, but hear them say, aha, mind the gap. Aha, mind the gap. Aha, mind the gap. Mind the gap, mind the gap. Frank Peter Troos is daar. Rolf is daar. Is Sean there? Maybe. Okay, here's a little song. I don't play too often, I get too emotional. It's called Voices in the Night. It's about a friend of mine. It was just like 2020. I'm gonna be happy when 2020 is over. Like basically, I don't know about this shit. Look. 95 was a year for me. Like I was really happy when there was the war. It was a bad year because I lost a lot of friends, and one of my best friends, Siggi, he died in a snow avalanche in my home village with his son and 18 other people. That was a hard blow. Plus, a lot of other things went wrong that year, and I had problems to like put this in words. I wanted to sing to my friend, and Espen came to my rescue as usual. I told him about the last night, last time we met. You know, wandering around in Cuttery, my home village. It was warm. It was end of September or middle of September, and it was warm, and we just you know, walked around as we often did and discussed the world situation and solved it as usual. And so that's basically the picture of the song. See, I haven't played it for a long time, but I feel like doing it now. With greetings to Cuttery, for those who are awake now. Cold wind from the north, smell the Arctic Sea, takes me back in time, this is home to me. Shelter from the mountains, not a thing to do. The glitter from the ocean reminds me of you. Voices in the night, secret light, memories that never fade. Good to see you again, my friend. Those known faces, they're now looking back, sharing the same home ground, on the same old track. Like details in a painting, getting meaning from the frames. Minutes turn to hours, nothing was the same. Voices in the night, secret light, memories that never fade. Good to see you again, my friend. Voices in the night, secret light, memories that never fade. Good to see you again, my friend. My friend. So song of Icelandic, in Icelandic. It's a song I wrote many years ago with when I was on my way. Is this here? Oh, shit. I got assistance here, like maybe I can have it fixed. I was gonna see if you... there you are again. Okay, back on track. I got a wish here. Okay. It's always nice when I hear about my songs I used for things. Here's a little song that was played in a wedding a few years ago. Rolf and Sonja. See, I'll sing that one. It's in English. I'll do the Icelandic one. It's kind of related afterwards. It's a song I wrote my first winter in Berlin. It was snowstorm outside, and you know, I just had this idea like, wow, summer nights in Iceland. And it took me 10 minutes. It's one of those easy ones. It's just there, like there was nothing too tense or and it's like this. I'll see if I still have it in after Corona, you know, play stop for months. 4 o'clock in the morning, I can hear the heroes calling out. The sounds of the boats in the quiet night of summer. And the mountains standing there as they always done, relaxing in the water on their heads as you always do when I think back home. Summer nights and the mountains go to sleep, and the lovers take the chance and throw the dice. Summer nights, if their colors blue and deep, it's the lovers, but it's the lovers' paradise. Pretty pictures when the sun comes crawling in after winter, darkest nights, the stormy weathers, and the children at the games in the little paradise. But one looks after another in a way as you always do when I think back home. Summer nights, and the mountains go to sleep, and the lovers take the chance and throw the dice. Summer nights, living colors blue and deep, but it's the lovers' paradise. Summer nights, and the mountains go to sleep, and the lovers take the chance and throw the dice. Summer nights, with their colors blue and deep, it's the lovers, but it's the lovers' paradise. It's the lovers. It's your lover's paradise. For Rolf med For Rolf med sånn skal fare upp på oss. Finne teknisk der. Synd. Þetta spippi í augun og good on you, good on you. Oh yeah. I was gonna play this Icelandic song. You know, I was on my way 10 years ago, 11 years ago or more with Espen, my friend, and 2 women, Vísisanger. There was one was out of Norway, Christian Günther, and and one more was Sweden. And you know, I had to like have something. I had to sing songs. It was a kind of a travel tour. Everybody sang in their own language, and I had to sing something in Icelandic, of course. And I thought like, well, I don't have any songs that sounds like vísisang or folk music. So I had to write one who sounds like I thought vísisang should sound. And it had to be in Icelandic that sounded like Icelandic even though you didn't understand it. So I wrote about the weatherman. I came to think about this, you know, like swearing, this, verdammt and all this. I was learning German at that time, so you know, the first thing you learn in a new language is like swearing. Verdammte Scheiße. In my case, it was like first thing I learned was like Nudelauflauf, but then the rest came after that. But anyway, so I came to think of you know, I was 79. I was fishing with an old man in the east corner of Iceland, the one herring season, and it's like he was a nice guy, like had been on the sea for many years. He was old by that time, rough type, but it was okay until the weatherman came on television, like this bloody idiot, he doesn't know anything, and like so on. So I wrote a song about the weatherman. It's called Stormurinn. And as a mid-singing, like it's international, you know, sing along with it, like your part is like la 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 la. Það helvíti sóla með allt þetta veður og bjöfandi spræluna endalaust, já það víst komið haust. Og veðum stertinn með anskotans kortin og atvinnusortin gengur laus í slappinu upp fyrir haus. Þessi dauðans og djöfusins daglega drulla og svartnættist þokunnar sker. Hann veit ekki neitt þessi djöfusins, nei, hann veit ekki neitt þessi skrifstofubulla í anskotans hausinn á sér. Nei, hann veit ekki neitt þessi skrifstofubulla í helvítis hausinn á sér. La 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 la. Já, hvarfið komið læð fyrir sunnan sem þokast víst alltaf í sömu átt, svo anskoti svart eða grátt. Det var satans, det veður ratans, sem veit hvorki upp eða niður og sér, kannski sem betur fer. Og gluggum og hurðum í vandlega læsi og sé bara til hvernig fer. Now it comes. En auðmýkja mannsins verdammte Scheiße, endar oftast í hausnum á mér. En auðmýkja mannsins verdammte Scheiße, endar oftast í hausnum á mér. La 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 la. Honum vorkunn að vinna við þetta í landi sem sífellt stormur og oft svart, þó að einstaka sinnum sé bjart. Vælandi bændur og fólk út á landi og þeir fyrir sunna með allt sitt kvart. Já, þetta helvíti hart. Þegar stormurinn birtist á skjánum og spáirinn bölvaða brælu og hark. Ég veit varla hvort að vitnum að hann sé í flokki með kjánum eða geðveiki spilaða kjark. Hvort að vitnum að hann sé í flokki með kjánum eða geðveiki spilaða kjark. Þessi dauðans og djöfisins daglega drulla og svartnættist þokunnar sker. Hann veit ekki neitt þessi skrifstofubulla í helvítis hausinn á sér. Nei, hann veit ekki neitt þessi skrifstofubulla í helvítis hausinn á sér. Þannig voru það, þannig voru þau orð. Here's a new song. I've been playing for years. I don't know why. I kind of liked it. It's a little song that, you know, text has been made for me about a guy who, 1998 in Denmark, in Frederiksund in Denmark, his father died 85 years old, father died. And this guy went to the hospital, dressed his father's body up in leather gear, put a helmet on his head because they did a lot of motorbike riding together. And took, you know, with the glue and gaffer tape, he strapped him to his on a motorbike, and he took him for a ride, the last ride with his father, singing songs and telling his father stories, all the way to Copenhagen. And where he even got off the motorbike, stopped in an outdoor cafe, and took his father, put him in a chair, and drank 2 beers before he went back home. Of course, it is not illegal, and he came for court because, like, but the judge gave him the mildest straff, you know, possible. He paid 2,000 kroner, 200 kroner a day for 10 days, and with the words that the intention were good and the thought was beautiful, as the judge said, and I agree to that. But the tragic story is like, they've been, since we made this melody, they've been made films and things and written a lot about this. We didn't know about the time that was recently happened when we wrote the song, Espen and I. And the guy, the son, is dead now because he lost. It's unbelievable. He died in playing Russian roulette. Bad luck, talking about bad luck. But this is, I like his attitude towards the father, and this is a little song we made, Espen and I, about it, called The Final Ride. You don't have to ask, you want anyway. I know what you like on such a lovely day. Put on your jacket, put your helmet on, and take you for a ride in the sun. Get your motor running, give me a smile. You told me we were born to be wild. Get your motor running, the world is open wide. We're gonna have a good time on the final ride. Fasten your seatbelts, you better lock it well. Today we go riding like hell. You catch the speed of sound, feel the wind in our hair, riding with the devil, and you better beware. Get your motor running, give me a smile. You told me we were born to be wild. Get your motor running, the world is open wide. We're gonna have a good time on the final ride, on the final ride. No time to waste on a turning tide. Tomorrow never comes. Feel the breeze, pull the handle. Hold on tight on the final ride. On the final ride, get your motor running, give me a smile. You told me we were born to be wild. Get your motor running, the world is open wide. You're gonna have a good time on the final ride. on the final ride. And now something in Icelandic, totally different, as you say in one pattern. There's a little song, it's a melody, I think it's Irish, but I got to know the melody, on Bornholm. There are Fissa, a good friend of mine, Jens Hansen, sing this song when he had, you know, two more. Then nobody sings this melody better than he in Danish. But I put an Icelandic text to it. Well, I put together, like, you know, a couple of characters, myself, Siggi Björns is my childhood friend who never stops, she's always there, and, you know, a couple of things in, and basically about, you know, sometimes people look a long time for a thing that they got at home. Look, so I said things. It's basically about one who felt he was locked in and went traveling. Like everything was shit where he was, like, grew up and everything, went traveling and came back to realize, like, that was it. Like, home is home. And this is basically, you know, a waltz. Like, yes, you can sing along with it if you're there. Who's there? It goes something like this. Yeah, it's like for the Icelanders, the text, they got some quotations to a friend of mine, Guðbjartur. He's like a wordsmith. He said, like, in English, like, I was born very young. I was born very early. Like, yeah, they are born very young. It's like a lot of things that he says, but it's hard to translate. So it's just, anyway, it's like, this song is on our CD with a local band from Cuttery, Kosan, Árni, vinur minn, sings it. But I'm gonna do it today. Ég fæddist mjög ungur og langt inn í sveit, með öllu sem í lífi felst. Stórsystkina hópur og fyrir heit. Ég var yngstur, en amma var elst. Ég fluttist á mölina framandi stað, kunna beita og setta því mál. Ég lærði að skrifa mitt nafn niður á blað og var 12 ára skráður á bráð. Ég flakkað heiminn og flotið sjó og að minni lært hef ég flest. Sem ég kann en ég finn ég að komið nóg og ég verður tíma en best. Fjöllin hér heima þau byrðu mér sín, ég var 18 allt komið á þurrt. Stundaði sjóinn og drakk eins og svín og ég var bara að komast í burt. Ég hef setið að sundri í Singapúr höfn og hef svamlað í ylvolgum sjó. Með tönju frá Físi svo ég nefn einhver nöfn af stelpunum alltaf var nóg. Ég hef flakkað heiminn og flotið sjó og að minni lært hef ég fest. Sem ég kann en og finn ég að komið nóg og það veit ég að heima best. Ég slegist og bitið og barið frá mér þegar þurft hefur þann háttinn á. Séð alltaf besta í heiminum hér og kynnst líka fallegri frá. En allt getur enda og svo en hjá mér og eldlinnar hefðbundna grein. Tapast að lokum og endirinn að ég hélt að ég átti það heim. Ég hef flakkað heiminn og flotið sjó og ég sáttur á æskunar stað og södra mitt með tekna mín. Ég horfi á fjöllin og nú veit ég að þau byggja mér alls ekki sín. Því ég frakkað heiminn og flotið sjó og leið lært ef ég flest. Sem ég kann en nú finn ég að komið nú og það veit ég að heima best. Okay, here's a little song. It was Icelandic. Here's a little song. Áfram Grettir, dagur. Áfram Grettir, það loðins að einhver sagði eitthvað viti. Prost, skål. And here's a little song. I've written some songs with my Franziska Günther, a brilliant songwriter, and we've written some songs together, and I'm recording some of them at this time. I'm going to play the first song that we wrote together at all. Before getting any further, I want to point out the PayPal thing for Lifehouse. I'm really honored to play for the Lifehouse, and I'm there as well with my PayPal account if you want to support good cause, and I know Lifehouse has a lot of activities, cultural activities, and they do their best in the Corona time to keep things going, and they're doing a great job. It's a great bunch of people. And as well, I've released some secret and there's some CDs through the years. There's like you know, some I haven't seen for a long time, bloody hell. Like I think Chaos, a lot of CDs here, and most of them, if I don't have them physically to send to you, like you can always order. On my homepage you can always download them or write to me through my homepage if you want some more CDs. I'm not going to hold any. But I think, because my technical specialist today, like here in this thing, is Franziska. And she's here, and I got lots of guitars. So I'm going to try to get her to, you know, play at the break of day with me. Like, I think sounds better. Franzi!
Ja!
Are you there?
Ja!
Oh! Ja. So let's invite Franziska to the setup. Okay?
Ja.
Ah.
Schön hier.
Yeah, not bad, or?
That's fine.
Ah.
Cozy up here.
Cozy.
Cozy.
Air. Fresh air.
Läuft. Passt.
Can you do this? Ah, yes. Okay. Hey, Amara is there. Ah, hello. Hello, Amara. Yeah, it's nice to see all those names popping up here. Okay, this is Franziska Gnther.
Moinsen.
Moinsen. Well, okay. At the break of day, like it's a little song. You made the text after seeing this Icelandic film, Börn Náttúrunnar, Children of Nature. It's about basically all the couple running away from an old folks' home. It's a very short version of the story, but the film is worth seeing, and it's basically about that. That's right. You sing the first part.
Oh, I do.
Okay. It's on your CDs as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
On the first one.
And by the way, this is a bit of advertising for the summer. We're planning on almost 4 weeks tour in Iceland in May.
It's gonna be fun.
Ending up in Flatey on Fisherman Day. So We're going to be playing Haukadalur by Elvar Loye, comedy. For Elvar Loye in Haukadalur and a couple of other places. Let's see what happens. Look, you can always book us for what do you call it?
For a house concert.
House concert.
Yeah.
We're ready for that.
We're gonna make plans anyway.
basically like the corona time, we're gonna make the most of it.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. I once played bands in dark cafes, taking taxi from your past. Let's cut loose and leave this nameless grave. Put on your shoes and a midnight run away. I could break all day, we run along the shore. Like kids I play, we still longing for more. With me won't wait for days worth living for. I can break all day, I can break all day. Now we won't wait for days worth living for. I can break all day.
Jawohl. Flott.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Well, then stay where you are. I got one more song. And
This is how you do it.
this is how I do it. This is how I do it. I got one more song, and I think you played it once.
That's something.
And there's a song that there's a text from Espen as well. It's basically about keeping your head high, even though it's, things doesn't look that bad. Good. It's a corona type thing.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that at the time, but basically keep going, laughing in the rain. You know, a lot of people ask for this song, and I never play it. I don't know why, but it's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. We gotta stay positive.
Stay positive and keep going. And yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, being part of what we're doing today. And thank you, Franzi, for helping with the setup. It's like, I hope it was okay, and I wish you a nice Sunday. And we go for Laughing in the Rain.
Let's try.
If I can remember how it goes.
I can't help.
Let me see how. Here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. I must be crazy, I must be insane. Here I am laughing in the rain. Dark clouds coming, life is a bit, facing the troubles ahead. Mountain to climb, but I don't know it. I guess I should have stayed in bed. But here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. Must be crazy, I must be insane. Here I am laughing in the rain. Crazy feeling, out of control, but holding back is ain't no use. Wandering face is all I want, guessing by the glow of views. Here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. Must be crazy, must be insane. Here I am laughing in the rain. It's how it goes. This is bound to go away. All things must pass. There will be another day. Oh, yeah. Here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. I must be crazy, I must be insane. Here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. Here I am laughing in the rain. Must be crazy, I must be insane. 'Cause here I am laughing in the rain. Thank you all for being hanging around tonight. I hope it was fun. And I remind you on Lifehouse PayPal account and mine as well. Huh? And Francie, thank you.
I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Wish you all a nice day. Thanks. And thanks Lifehouse.